Zone.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for a new episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and today's video is going to be a horror movie review. This is a movie that was just released this past November on Blu-ray and DVD. It actually came out in October in a limited theatrical run. And it's a film that was pushed out many, many times. Initially, this film was supposed to come out in the winter of 2014. It was pushed out several times after that. The studio just couldn't figure out what to do with this film, unfortunately. But I was really looking forward to it because I am a fan of the Amityville franchise. And of course, this is the newest film in the series called Amityville: The Awakening. Now, there's been a lot of Amityville horror movies that have come out since the original with James Brolin and Margot Kidder. We've had Amityville 2: The Possession, Amityville 3D, several direct-to-cable and video Amityville movies that I haven't seen. I've only seen the first three and the remake. I never saw any of the other ones that were, like, they had a Dollhouse one, they had one called It's About Time. There was several of them, and I never really bothered with them because they didn't seem very good. I did enjoy the remake. I was really looking forward to a new chapter in the Amityville franchise. To give you a little overview about what the movie's about, it pretty much deals with a mother played by Jennifer Jason Leigh and her three kids. And the kids' names are Belle, Juliet, and James. Now, James is in kind of a comatose state due to an accident that you find out through the course of the film what happened, but he's pretty much never going to recover from it. They move into the Amityville house. Belle is sort of brought up to speed by people in the neighborhood or friends at school about the notorious history of the house. What happens is that James starts to miraculously get better, and Belle starts to realize that maybe the notorious history and the legend of the house, all of these stories about the evil that lives in the house, may be true. The amazing Jennifer Jason Leigh as Joan. You have Bella Thorne as Belle, McKenna Grace as Juliet, Cameron Monaghan as James, Jennifer Morrison as Candace, and Kurtwood Smith as Dr. Milton. The movie was written and directed by Frank Calflon. Yeah, I was really, really looking forward to this film. I knew it was probably not going to be the greatest film in history just because of all the pushbacks. Anytime a studio pushes a film back, you pretty much are going to go into it sort of with low expectations. While it's not a perfect film, I did enjoy the film. I don't think it's as good as maybe Amityville 2: The Possession, which will always be my favorite film in the franchise. But I did like it, and I think there's some great performances in it. Jennifer Jason Leigh never ceases to amaze me. She's fantastic in this film, and she brings her A game to any film that she's in. I really enjoyed the character of James, played by Cameron Monaghan. He really has, when you first see him, he's almost in like a coma. He's just, and he's completely, like, almost looks like he's his arms and legs are just kind of in this state of like this, and he's just so, like, he just looks like he's at death's door. And over the course of the film, as he slowly starts to come out of it, and you see that there's an evil presence at work that's sort of making him more alert and aware, and that it's not really 100% James. I thought the actor did a fantastic job of conveying this, and he was really eerie in a lot of scenes. Just the facial expressions he would make, his mannerisms, the way that he would speak. I thought he did a fantastic job, and I think next to Jennifer Jason Leigh, he's the strongest character in the film. I also thought the house, the location, they really nailed it in this film. A lot of people weren't crazy about the way the house looked in the Amityville remake, and it did look different, but this, like, they got it down. I mean, it looks exactly like the films in the original series. I know they rebuilt it somewhere, but it's down to it's down to every little detail. It looks fantastic. Even the interiors of the house are spot on. Bella Thorne as Belle, she was decent in the film. I didn't think she was fantastic. But I did like her character. She has some friends in the film, and I just really never, those relationships with those characters, I really never bought into. I didn't feel like the chemistry was there because it just didn't seem like it was very strong. She seems more like she's alone through the entire film. The relationship with her and her mom is another really big plot point, and you find out where that tension comes from. And I thought the exchanges between her and Jennifer Jason Leigh were the strongest that she showed in terms of acting. I did think Kurtwood Smith was kind of underused. He's a great actor. I wish we could have seen more of him in it. But, you know, all in all, I didn't think it was that bad of a film. I really don't understand why they didn't take a chance on this one and put it in the theater. I mean, Jason Blum produced this film, and he's had a tremendous track record, especially this year. I'm surprised that they didn't give it a bigger release just because of, you know, not only Split, but Get Out, and then you have Happy Death Day. All of those films were huge this year, and I think if they would have given Amityville a chance, I think it might have done a little bit better than it did. I mean, people were knocking it down for not doing well, but they only gave it a limited release. So, like I said, I think it's just, it all comes down to Dimension. They didn't know how to get their shit together. And the film is not that bad. I definitely recommend people checking it out. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see a return to the Amityville franchise after, you know, I mean, it's been 12 years since the Amityville remake came out. And if I had to give this one a rating on my scale, I would give this one 3 skulls. So yeah, Amityville The Awakening. I definitely recommend people checking it out if you're a fan of the Amityville franchise. If you guys have seen Amityville The Awakening, please let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks so much for watching Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared. Peace.